Hello, I am the Irish guy, and yes, this is my Premier League prediction series where I go head-to-head with other YouTubers, and the latest one to try and knock Anfield Agenda off his perch is none other than the man who's been missing for so long. I'm surprised I haven't yet seen his face pop up on the back of milk cartons in Asda. But yes, what was once the most famous James in football YouTube before the rise of all cops, yes, here is HITC James!
Michael, I knew you'd come crawling back to us one day.
Crawling back to us. He sounds like Kyle Walker's ex. He's acting like I'm trying to sneak in through his cat flap at night before raiding his fridge for cheese. Crawling back. Digging my way through a tunnel of slime and dead frogs just to catch a glimpse of Jimmy's face? No.
To be fair, your channel can't be doing that good if you're coming to me for help. I can't imagine the comments were flooded with demands of, ooh, do a video with that weird little ginger kid who you used to work with. I love those videos you filmed in his front room where you didn't wear any shoes.
Well, actually, James, there were comments looking for you, so the joke's on you.
No, it's good to be here. This is my first YouTube appearance since March 2022, I think. And boy howdy do I have a forfeit for you.
Boy howdy.
Well, it's not that good actually. But, Michael, you know, we were good friends back in the day.
We're good friends back in the day. We're good friends. This feels a bit like if Wayne Bridge and John Terry were to meet up for a beer. Am I the only one getting the vibe that this man desperately wants to chuck a muffin in my eye?
But no, it's good to be here. This is my first YouTube appearance since 2023 March, I want to say. And boy howdy do...
Yeah. Is this going to be like a Black Mirror episode where I have to spend 1 million years repeatedly listening to the words boy howdy?
But no, it's good to be here. I think this is my first YouTube appearance since March 2022. And boy howdy do I have a forfeit for you.
He's done it again! We are 1 minute in, and I already feel like I've watched the entire Toy Story trilogy. This man definitely had a crush on Bo Peep. But okay, let's see what your forfeit is for me in case you top the leaderboard in May. What on earth are you gonna say?
I'll be honest, Michael. I don't want to embarrass you. I don't want to torture you. All I want is what I am owed.
Hang on a second. What is he owed? Now this really does sound like a bitter divorce. What could I owe James? Is he pregnant? Oh, I'm a bit nervous now.
So if I win this predictions competition, I want you to give me the award you got for the getting 100,000 subscribers or whatever it was for HITC football. We both worked hard for that award, yet I never saw it.
Oh no! Oh yes, the 100k plaque from 2018. Wow, this man has been sitting on a cloud of resentment for nearly 7 years. I got this 3 World Cups ago, mate. Yeah, okay, I got in there first to nick this plaque off YouTube when we got to 100k, but I didn't know this actually bothered him. I didn't know this was a thing. Was I so blind? Okay, I've just scrolled back through my messages, searching for the word plaque, and oh boy, June 2018. Whoa, when did we get a YouTube plaque? And then I reply, yesterday, with that sunglasses emoji to sort of diffuse the tension. Only took them 3 months. And then he replies, send me a pic. That bit sounds very Jermaine Genius. Or my half in the post, whichever. Oh, no, looking back on this now. Oh, no. Okay, what did I say? Haha, sure, behold in all its glory. I actually sent him the picture. No, pass me, are you mad? Sending him the crumbs of this award by giving him a picture. Wow, was he supposed to splash it up in his fridge so he can marvel at the inside of my bedroom every time he reached for a cup of milk to go with his special K? Actually, I bet he has a cereal with water.
So if I win this competition, you need to award me with that trophy. You can shine up real nice, we can do a ceremony, we can make a big song and dance about it. Either way, I want what I am entitled to.
Oh, no. I'm sorry, James, okay? I am sorry. The man looks at me the same way Gollum looks at Frodo whenever he's chilling with the ring. Oh, no, I feel bad now. That's why he stopped inviting me to play football with him. Oh, maybe I should have popped around your house and let you kiss the thing at least. But go on then, let's get on with the predictions. Right, let's go. Newcastle versus Bournemouth.
Who do I think is going to win Newcastle versus Bournemouth? I wonder who I will pick. Obviously going to go with Newcastle, going to go for their 10th win in a row.
Yeah, that is mental. Never in my life did I think I would see Newcastle United win 10 games in a row. That is freakish. That's like peak Man City under Pep.
Bournemouth, I think, we're unbeaten in 10, so it's going to be a pretty hard game. Eddie Howe's never beat Newcastle. No, obviously never beat Newcastle. Eddie Howe's never beaten Bournemouth, so... Start that again.
What's going on?
This is so hard. No wonder I don't do this anymore.
No, come on, James. Okay, I get why you tripped up there. It is confusing because Eddie Howe has never beaten Bournemouth, but that's probably due to the fact that he spent 80% of his career as Bournemouth manager. So he didn't really have many opportunities to beat the Cherries, did he? So don't worry, James. Okay, I know there's probably a mini leprechaun sitting on your shoulder trying to confuse you, trying to tell you that you're wrong. But no, you can say it. Eddie Howe has never beaten Bournemouth. You are correct.
I'm going to go 2-1 to Newcastle. I'll say Isaac to score.
Wait, hang on a second. Isaac? I think this just proves how long it's been since I've heard this man speak, because come on, this guy is a massive Newcastle fan, a season ticket holder at St James's Park, and yet I assumed it was just grumpy old Geordie blokes munching on their sausage pies at the back of Wetherspoons who called him Isaac. Come on, mate, he didn't invent gravity. It's Isaac. Isaac! Why have you given him the name of a nerd? I mean, I'm sorry to any Isaacs out there, but I can only assume your toothbrush is your wife.
And I'll go Sandro Tonali to get the winner. And for Bournemouth, I'll go with Dango Uratara, because he seems to be playing up front now that they've got no strikers because they're all made of toffee.
Look, I like Bournemouth. I really do. But Newcastle are unstoppable right now. And so yes, 3-1, 2 for Isaac, 1 for Jacob Murphy, and a Cherries goal for Antoine Semenyo. How is finally gonna know what it feels like to beat his beloved Cherries? I bet it's gonna feel like punching his nan in the nose. Brentford versus Liverpool.
Brentford-Liverpool, I'm going to go with a surprise here, I guess. I'm going to say Liverpool are going to drop points, even though they seem pretty nailed on to win the Premier League title. So yeah, I'm going to go 2-2. Brentford scorers, going to go for the obvious ones, and Mbumo and Johan Wissa. Liverpool, forget Salah, forget all about him. I'm going to go with the Diogo Jota brace.
Interesting, HITC. I mean, previous channel which must not be named James. Brains think alike, because I, sweet prince, am also to be Liverpool to drop points at Brentford. With a 1-1 draw, Mo Salah and Johan Wissa. And well, whisper it quietly, but that would be the Reds' third Premier League draw in a row. Leicester versus Fulham.
I'm going to go with a Leicester win. I'm going to say 1-0. I haven't been great since Ruud van Nistelrooy came in, but I watched a little bit of Fulham against West Ham, and Fulham were shocking defensively. I mean, they just gifted the goals to West Ham. So yeah, I'm going to say a 1-0 win for Leicester here. Steffi Mavadidi to get the winner. Is that how you pronounce his name? I'm so out of touch.
Oh no. 3 years without having a camera shoved in his face, and he's let his pronunciation slide down a toilet. Now there's no commentators to hold you accountable. He's probably just casually walking around his house on a daily basis chatting about Brian Mabimo, Lucas Paqueta, and Facundo Bonanniversaire. And what's also freakish is that both me and James are landing on the same outcome again. Yes, despite Leicester being an utter free fall with 6 losses on the trot, yeah, I also think they'll win as well. 2-0. Patson Daka, and weirdly a first Prem goal for Tom Cannon now that he's back from Stoke, because surely Leicester should be more hungry for the win than a mid-table plodder like Fulham. Surely. West Ham versus Crystal Palace.
The last of the 3 o'clockers, West Ham versus Crystal Palace. Graham Potter, he's had a decent little start. I mean, I know they lost the FA Cup game, but they got the win against Fulham that we've just spoken about. Gonna say 1-1 draw here.
Is this for real? 1-1. 1-1. I'm going for 1-1 too.
Yeah, I'll go 1-1. Kudus to score for West Ham, and the right back Munoz to score for Crystal Palace, because Mateta can't score every week. Eddie and Nketiah can't score for love nor money. Yeah, we'll go with Munoz. 1-1.
This is crazy. Me and James have predicted the same outcome in every match so far. I mean, I know we began this YouTube journey together, but come on. I didn't think our brains were joined at the hip. Do you also try to buy Mourinho's armpit hair off the internet? Surely we cannot land on the same outcome for every game this weekend. Surely not. But yeah, 1-1 Jean-Philippe Mateta for Palace, and for Hammers, Silencio Somerville. Arsenal versus Aston Villa.
Right, the final game is Saturday. It is Arsenal versus Aston Villa. Arsenal, the wannabe title contenders that seem to be slipping out of every cup, and it doesn't seem a very happy place at Arsenal. Why am I ranting? I don't actually care this much. Start again.
See, this is what happens when a YouTuber doesn't make a video for 3 years. This man has pent up opinions to voice on the internet. I get it. Okay, keep going, James.
I'm going to go with a 1-0 win for Arsenal. I mean, Aston Villa are a great side, but obviously going to go with a goal from a set piece. I'll go with William Saliba and the set piece coach to do a knee slide along the touchline and really annoy Gary Neville. That'd be a laugh, wouldn't it?
Yep. What a shock. I also think Arsenal are going to edge this by 1 goal. I don't get it. Why are our football opinions so similar? Did I accidentally leave my sock around your place 8 years ago? Have you been sniffing it before every bowl of Cocoa Pops? Has this given you a window into my brain and psyche? Like when Voldemort kissed Harry Potter as a baby or something? I only skimmed the books. Am I your Horcrux? Wow, that might just be the nerdiest thing I've ever said. So yeah, 2-1 Arsenal, Leandro Trossard, Kai Havertz, and Ollie Watkins. Why not? Everton versus Tottenham.
On to Sunday now. We've got Everton. I'm looking down because I've got my notes here. It looks like a dessert menu, but it's Ty Brown, no. No one cares. This is why you don't do this anymore.
No, James, come on. Why is he so hard on himself? Were you like this every time you made a video in the past? Did you whip yourself with a belt whenever you fluffed a pronunciation? Now do you guys feel bad if you ever left him a mean comment in the past? You know what, James? I care. I care that your notes look like the insane scribblings of a demented old woman writing poetry on the bus. Although I am saddened to see that you're not writing in shorthand. Oh, look at that. Private joke, huh? Do you all feel left out? We studied shorthand. It's actually barely a joke.
Right, on to Sunday, we've got Everton versus Tottenham Hotspur, and this seems like an ideal game for David Moyes to get his first win back as Everton manager. I'm going to say 2-1 to the Toffees. Calvert-Lewin to score. Tarkowski will save. Maybe, yeah, we'll go with Tarkowski. And for Tottenham, let's say Dejan Kulusevski. But yeah, I think Everton are going to win this one.
Finally, a game we do not agree on. Because no, I don't think the Toffees will win. I don't even think David Moyes will have a new manager bounce. Because appointing Moyes, what Everton did in 2002? Does anyone still think it's a cool, refreshing thing to do now, 23 years down the line? It would be a bit like a DJ at a popular, cool nightclub whacking on a Britney Spears CD. I'd imagine most people would suddenly vomit in their drinks. Yeah, I weirdly think Calvert-Lewin is going to score too. I don't even know why, but I guess it's clearly just because me and James are connected at the brain. Honestly, at this stage, I'd probably be able to predict what he's going to have for tea. Is it also spider legs on toast? 1-1, DCL and Son. Spurs can't lose again, surely not. Man United versus Brighton.
So, I'm going to go with a Man United win. I'll caveat this by saying I don't know how they got on against Southampton because I'm filming this on Thursday late afternoon. But let's assume they beat the worst team in the Premier League handsomely. And Ruben Amorim is going to get another win. 1-0 to Man United against Brighton. Bruno Fernandes to get the winner.
This might sound completely nuts, but no, Brighton are absolutely well and truly Manchester United's bogey team. Having beaten them in 5 of the last 7 meetings, don't forget, Man United were just half an hour away from losing at home to, as it stands, the worst team in Premier League history. Only saved by a late Diallo hat-trick. So Ruben Amorim's team are still fragile. And I think it's going to be a topsy-turvy goal fest, just like in their home defeat to Nottingham Forest. 3-2 Brighton. Goals from Amad Diallo, Bruno Fernandes, João Pedro, Karim Matoma, and this is probably the first time in my life I've ever predicted a goal for Yasin Yari. Nottingham Forest versus Southampton.
Right, Nottingham Forest versus Southampton. It seems obvious, but I'm just going to have to go with the Nottingham Forest win. Southampton are a terrible, terrible football team. Even with the change of manager, they are terrible. And Nottingham Forest are an unstoppable juggernaut. So 2-0. Chris Wood, football manager's greatest ever son, probably going to score again because he just can't stop scoring right now. Second goal, let's go Callum Hudson-Odoi. Or Elanga. Or Murillo. Or Gibbs White. I'm just naming all Forest players. Callum Hudson-Odoi. Final answer.
Since when did we turn this prediction series into a game of who wants to be a millionaire? Lads, I'm going to say something truly bonkers. And it's probably my most outlandish prediction of the season. Yeah. But yes, I am predicting that bottom beats third. It's actually mind-blowing how we're in mid-January and Nottingham Forest have 35 more points than Southampton. If you were told that in August, you'd be mightily confused. 35-point difference, and I'm going for a shock Saints win? Yes, because despite me saying that even Juric is a garbage manager, it looks like he lures baby penguins into his gingerbread house. I was actually mightily impressed by them at Old Trafford, and I just sense a shock win to deflate Forest. I actually think after an exhausting, emotional match against Liverpool, that the atmosphere won't really be up for this one. I think the home fans will be expecting an easy win, and yeah, Kamaldeen Sulemana will rock them with an early goal, Tyler Dibbling will then double it, and Forest will try and stage a late comeback. Chris Wood will scramble in a late finish, but I'm going to say a shock Southampton win to start Forest Champions League bid unraveling. Yeah, because it is too good to be true, lads. This is the part of that lovely dream where you realise, oh no, you've wet the bed. Ipswich versus Man City.
Right, Ipswich versus Manchester City. I know Man City are struggling a bit right now, but they threw that 2-goal lead away against Brentford. They did batter Salford, which isn't really a barometer of anything. But if they can't beat Ipswich, they are in serious trouble. If I was still a YouTuber and we were trying to be outlandish and over the top, I would say if they don't beat Ipswich, Pep Guardiola needs to go. But I'm not, so I don't care that much.
This is a man who misses the sensational thumbnails. I just know it. Deep down in his soul is someone who wants to scream something wacky and wild. I'll do it for you, James.
I fancy the caterpillar off a bug's life.
A football opinion. I don't know.
I'm going to still say Man City to win 3-1. Erling Haaland to get a hat-trick. For Ipswich, we'll say Amari Hutchinson. I think they'll probably score because City are terrible defensively. They just can't keep clean sheets. I mean, I know they did against Salford, but again, they're a League 2 team, League 1. Doesn't matter. City 3-1, Haaland, Amari Hutchinson.
You know what? Why not? Why not? Ipswich 1, Man City 0. Liam Delap banging in the winner against his former club. Ipswich pulled off a shock home win over Chelsea, right? And Chelsea are having a better season than Man City, so why not? I'm going to go 1-0 Ipswich, Delap. Chelsea versus Wolves.
I'm going to go with a draw, and I'm going to say Cole Palmer to score, because it's the obvious choice. We need points here. I want that YouTube plaque.
This guy mentions the word plaque more than my damn dentist.
Back where it belongs. Back where it belongs? It's never been here. I want it.
I think this plaque would be very confused in an actual house and not this armpit-smelling swamp. As soon as this thing is flung onto clean sheets, it would probably start waiting for its mama. Did I really just refer to myself as mama? Is this now Big Mama's house?
Anyway, Wolves will go with Strand Larson. He'll get the equaliser, and Wolves will pick up a not so famous point in their quest for Premier League survival.
Look, I'm going to go for Chelsea 4, Wolves 0. Why not? They already spanked Wolves by 4 in August. I'm going to go with a Cole Palmer hat-trick and Nicholas Jackson with 1. Why not?
Do I need to do an outro?
This guy just wants us to go home. James, just do an outro. Come on, this is the last time some of your old subscribers are ever going to see you. And wow, that sounds depressing as hell. This suddenly feels like a funeral. This suddenly feels like the awkward end of a date that hasn't gone well. The woman just awkwardly shuffling in her seat, wondering how to say goodbye forever.
So there we have it.
So there we have it.
So there we have it, my Premier League predictions, my YouTube return. Has it been a pleasure? No, it absolutely hasn't.
I think it's been a pleasure. Stop being so negative, Jim.
But Michael, cheers for asking us on. Great to see you still doing well. Still see you keeping the Sunderland University flag flying high on the old YouTube. Hopefully we'll meet again when I win this competition.
What's happening?
So there you have it, Michael. There are my Premier League predictions, and that was my return to YouTube. Will it be I said something good before and I forgot it.
This is the most protracted outro in the world. Just say goodbye.
So there you have it, Michael. Those are my Premier League predictions. My return to YouTube. Will it be a successful one? Hopefully, because I really want that YouTube trophy, because the only trophy I've got in my house right now is a fantasy football one, which I'm going to lose. No one cares about that. Do this again.
This feels like a clumsy date where they keep restarting after every failed conversation topic.
So there you have it, Michael. Those are my Premier League predictions. Will they be good enough to beat yours? Hopefully, because yours are normally terrible.
James, these predictions are similar to yours.
My YouTube return, has it gone well? I'm going to say no, Michael, because you know how many... This is the take. This is the last bit. It's going to work.
Is it? Come on, this is the final 10 seconds you were ever going to get from HITC James. So go on, Jim, make it a good one.
So there you have it, Michael. Those are my Premier League predictions. Will they be better than yours? Hopefully, because you are terrible at predictions. Have I enjoyed this return to YouTube? Absolutely not. But an honour to be asked. And I don't have anything else to say. I've got nothing to plug. If you see us in the street, don't wave. But yeah, I'll probably see you never. Cheers.
Congrats, mate. That's the most depressing outro in history of outros. But look, thanks for coming on, James. He's a great guy and a pleasure to get him out on the channel. And it's a real throwback to when we used to do hilariously, hideously bad content from over 8 years ago now, which is nuts. Us filming in front of a blurry TV in his mum's living room, pretending that this was a job. And we'd also play football together on the weekend, and he would scream at me for not passing the ball. I think one name he screamed at me was Bird Brain. Yeah, that one stuck in my blood. Maybe that's why I never gave you the plaque out of sheer revenge. And he was the one who started working for the previous company, which must not be named. He was the one who started first as a writer. He was putting articles up on Facebook. If he had never done that, I would have never inquired about it. I would have then never applied. I would have never been asked by the boss to start making videos for YouTube. And none of you would even know that I exist. You wouldn't know what this face is. And that butterfly effect all trickled down to James. So you know what? I will give you this plaque. You deserve it. Although, do you want it? I mean, I've eaten cornflakes off this thing. Honestly, James, thank you for everything. Thank you for all the hard work you put in on the previous channel. I mean, we took that from 0 to, what, over 500,000, which is absolutely mental, considering we didn't think we'd be kept on past a month. I mean, one of our first assignments was to film a watch-along of an England game. We did it. We sat in front of that camera for an hour and a half recording all of our reactions, and then realized we hadn't pressed record on the camera. Yeah. So we actually had to sit there and fake all of our reactions to the goals. No wonder the boss took that video down. So honestly, James, absolute legend. Thank you for coming back on the channel. And yeah, everyone, say goodbye to James. Anyway, that's the video. Let me know in the comments, who do you want on next? Who do you want? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe as always. I'll talk shit a while.